Hi, my name's Izzy. I wanted to talk about hope today because I wanted to do a 90-day wonder with a new YouTube channel, being that I talk about things that are a little too hard to talk about when I make music. I mean, it's a little hard to talk about either philosophical ideas or other things like that on some 808s. On some 808s and when the bass hits hard. So, today I wanted to talk about hope and what I think about hope as a whole. And also, this is my absolutely gorgeous girlfriend. Your name?
Oh, sorry, I'm Rebecca. Sorry, I'm Izzy's girlfriend.
Sorry, you're my girlfriend. No, I'm messing. I think hope is a desirable outcome for a person in an undesirable situation. If the mic cannot pick us up, that's going to be horrible. Or pick out what I'm saying, it's going to be horrible.
Then speak up.
I am speaking up, I think. But I think hope is a desirable outcome for a person in an undesirable situation. And I mean that as, say you were wanting to be a good person. You know he's going to be all over you.
He's gonna jump on me.
I know he is. Say you wanted to be a good person, but you're a bad person, really bad person, and you wanted the hope or needed the hope to motivate you and give you the discipline to be a better person. That is what I think hope is. To help you move forward in that situation that is so undesirable and you desire to be a better person. But not everything has to be so undesirable. Say you were having a really good day and you wanted more things to come out of that good day. I think if you wanted more good to come out of that good day, the situation you're already in would have to be slightly undesirable. And I mean that as in, if you want more, you have to already undesire or not want what you already have. And I don't mean that as being ungrateful, but I mean that as just wanting more. And you would have to kind of not want what you already have, but be grateful for what you have.
Good job.
That was good. Why it might be so hard to find hope in modern times. In a world full of phones, computers, laptops, internet, and screenagers, and a lot of people's lives revolving around the communication that they have on the internet, I feel like hope might be a little hard to find. There's short things of hope you can get from maybe a good TikTok that makes you think, hey, maybe I am worth something. Maybe I can keep going on. But those little short bits of hope really don't keep you going for forever. There is, I think, longer things of hope that could help a person in the long run. Because if you're relying on short, small things of hope, it's just an emotional roller coaster. And at that point, you should be reaching out for help and hope. Your friends are texting.
My friends?
Yeah,
Which ones?
the group chat. But
Yeah.
how and why people lose hope? I think people lose hope when the undesirable situation becomes so difficult, so rough, and so undesirable that they lose all hope and any belief that anything could, at any moment, in any given time, get better. And that's always such a hard thing, but I think that's why that's the root of why people lose hope. It could be any situation. Say if we were to break up, your face is saying a lot of things. What are you thinking?
Oh, I was trying to figure out how motivation would be, how it would build hope.
How motivation would build hope?
Yeah. Well, not now I know.
You know. I tried to swap discipline and motivation for long-term hope
But
and
yeah,
short.
well, I was thinking more hope would give motivation.
I think I
But
think
it
it's
could
vice
go
versa.
both
Yeah, I think it's
ways.
vice versa.
But no, motivation would build hope. I don't think it would make hope though.
What's the difference?
You have a little bit of hope, just like a tiny bit. Something good happens, so you get more hope.
Yeah,
It's building on the hope, but I don't think it can make hope.
that's the same thing. Motivation, making hope, building hope.
Say you have no hope whatsoever, and well, no, I guess it could make hope.
Okay. But
Get
what was I
that.
even going on? Why people lose hope? Okay. In a situation, let's say me and her were to break up, and I was so hurt about it that I thought nothing could ever get better. And maybe that would be the situation, but the hope for a desirable outcome in an undesirable situation would be hope. And it could also work for her too. Say she wanted to go to bigger places. That hope for a desirable outcome, which would be getting out of, let's say, Texas, that hope, what?
No, I'm saying yeah. Like,
that hope to get out of Texas could be something that gets her out of that undesirable situation. And even though she does have a really good life here, getting out of Texas is just something that she wants. So even though she's grateful for what she has, let's say she just still wanted to get out of Texas, that could be the grateful side of it, with also it being slightly undesirable to get a desirable outcome. Phone keeps turning off. Probably shouldn't let it turn off. What brings hope. Hope coming from activities. I think if you're losing hope, let's go back to the situation that we broke up. And if I wanted to think that everything might get better, that hope could drive me to make videos. We're not broken up. I don't think we will. I hope. We won't. But
I have a different explanation of it. Can I say it?
what?
I have a different explanation through
Explanation.
activities.
You go right ahead. You're really good at that.
Okay. So, say I had some earrings in,
Oh, you have your.
and they told me that I had to leave soccer.
Oh.
I had to leave my soccer team, but like the whole soccer foundation, so I couldn't play any more sports in it.
Yeah.
And so that was a really low point because I knew that I had to discipline myself into working out more, and I really couldn't. I'm not very good at disciplining myself, so that was going to be a really tough or hard time. So I went out the same exact day that I left soccer, and
Is this a fictional situation?
this isn't a fictional situation. There's just fictional characters.
It's like a. Never mind. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so the same exact day, I went out and tried something new to give me some hope, inspiration that I am worthy of doing something, and that they lost a really good player. They really did.
She explained it perfectly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love you. That was
But
awesome.
yeah, so I tried out for a volleyball team.
Oh.
No, I need a better description than that.
Just use volleyball in this situation.
No, but I hated volleyball.
I know you hated volleyball.
No,
but
I don't wanna use
This is
volleyball.
fake. You don't even play soccer.
Shh, they don't know that.
You wanted to write a book.
Yeah, so I wanted to publish my own newspaper. I wrote every single story in it, and then I wanted to see if I'd make the newspaper team.
She did.
And I got a role, and I played one of the more funny writers. I played one of the more funny writers, and so whenever I went to present my talents in front of the judges, the large crowd of judges, everyone would laugh
Sounds like theater.
with my.
But
You didn't see the play. I mean, the writing.
I didn't see the play either. But she explained it perfectly, and the way I thought is exactly the way she thinks, and she is totally right. There are activities in daily lives of many people that could always bring hope, and I think that can be something that brings people hope. The want for better for yourself and maybe for the people around you, that hope can be what drives you to reaching those goals and accomplishing many great things, like talking about your newspaper in front of a bunch of judges. What else brings people hope? I think other people bring people hope. Let's say I was at a really low point in my life, and this one came into my life at an unexpected time when I really needed someone.
Is this a true story?
This would have been years ago if it was.
Really?
Starting, like when I'm saying like we started dating.
Oh.
That would have been years ago, but I don't remember much.
No. Oh, never mind. I'm not bringing that up. I'm like,
I don't know what she
wait,
thought.
can I tell you about it and then you cut it out?
Okay. We're cutting this. We're back. What brings people hope? I think, like I said, I think a lot of people could bring people hope. And in the situation, let's say I was at a low point, she came into my life, and she brought me a bunch of hope. There's always situations of that happening, and it doesn't have to be a significant other. There could be siblings. She is a younger brother. If she was at a low point, what was that face?
He stinks.
He does stink. But he's gonna watch it and he'll be like, y'all are horrible.
He doesn't wear deodorant, guys. Y'all watch out for him.
He doesn't take a shower. Takes a shower sometimes. It's
shower-
it's bi-weekly and
First
shit.
shower of 2026.
Yeah.
It was yesterday.
After he mowed 4 lawns. But cut. We're back. She had to check if it was still recording. But let's say she was at a really low point. She couldn't talk to her parents, and a sibling is all she had left. She didn't have many friends, or her friends suck, and she needed someone else. And say I wasn't there. Jonah, it's her brother's name, could be that person. Could help her find a glimpse of hope in a really dark time. And so on and so forth. Not only that, but animals, sometimes the internet. Like I said earlier, the internet can bring either small things of hope or long-term hope. But I think long-term hope is something you really have to find on your own or with other connections with real people. Huh? Yeah, no, I was gonna talk about pets. I kind of went off in a slight tangent. Dad's back. It's the brother.
I'm not getting hope from that kid.
I don't even know if he's in
No
frame.
freaking way.
But
Can I get in front?
Yeah.
I don't care. You can get a frame. Come on.
This is the said brother who I was gonna get hope from.
Love him to death.
One and only. What's this for?
A video.
Okay.
But
For hope. He said that if I'm at a really low point that I can go to and I don't have anybody, then I could go to you for hope.
he's laughing.
Yo!
It's a funny joke.
Stop recording. We cut the video for a second because I don't really know. But pets can also bring a lot of hope. Look at Paxton.
Thanks, Zen.
Say you were. This is gonna get a little deep. Say you were very suicidal and you didn't have. Is he yelling?
No, right when you said, say you were very suicidal, you're like, ah!
Say you were very suicidal and you were at a really low point. A pet, and say you were living on your own. A pet could be something that holds you back from doing really bad things to yourself or others. And there's a lot of things that can bring hope in lives. It's just the search that you would have to go through to find those pieces of hope. Because without actively trying to look for that hope, of course He's playing Fortnite. Of course, you're never gonna find it. And how people grow from losing hope to finding it again. I feel like kind of like a broken record. You would have to actively search for that hope, whether it be from connections with valuable people in your lives, to family members, which is also connections, to connections with pets, or connections with activities and things you enjoy in your life, and finding those things that you enjoy in your life. It all comes down to the want and the active search for it. What?
Can I ask you?
Of course.
Oh, wait, are you gonna add any other points?
Yes.
Oh,
No, what are you gonna say? There's like 4 more. Huh? I'm not whispering it to you. There's like 4 more points. But and if you were, are you gonna add what you want to say at the end?
Yeah,
Alright.
okay. So I think also sometimes your hobbies can get a little boring to you. They don't bring you hope anymore, they don't bring you joy anymore, I say. Sometimes sports can do that. They, if anything, make you lose hope and make you feel bad about yourself if you're not performing the way you want to. And so a really good thing to do if you're running out of hope is to go try something new. And shoot, I say that with a lot of courage as if I'm not a homebody, like, at all. Like, stop it. So I say that a lot to myself, to try something new. And I try, but it never really works out. I always hate it. Or I'm not good at it. But that's also because I quit after I'm not good at it for the first time. Stop it! I can see your eyebrows going up every time I say something. But, like, I've set a ground rule for myself. I'm going to try sushi again. Okay.
Bullshit.
Yes, I will.
She fucking hates sushi.
Almost threw
Every
up.
time we try to go out to a sushi place. No, I don't want to get sushi. We're gonna go Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, okay. So
Bullshit.
I will eat sushi.
You'll
but
eat
the
the
only one
boringest
I'll
sushi.
eat is the Philadelphia's.
Fuck the Philly.
Is the Philadelphia roll.
We went to a sushi place not too long ago. She ate those. Me and her dad got 2 different things of sushi. Her dad's shit came out burning. Literally. It was on flames.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. You didn't try it.
It was burning.
It was on fire. And then
Yeah.
it stopped being on fire, and you still didn't try anything. You would barely, you
Okay,
would barely
also-
try mine.
One thing is, I don't eat a lot, so I can't eat that stuff because my stomach will literally like regurgitate it up.
I know that. I know you. We've been together long.
Oh
Yeah.
God, you know this.
Okay. But that just kind of dives deeper on the activity portion of, or the activity like idea of finding hope through activities.
Especially, sorry, can I
No,
add one more thing?
Yes,
Okay.
no.
Even if like you had a hobby 4 years ago that you used to do and then you just kind of gave it up, sometimes picking up those hobbies and doing them again is really special. And maybe there are little hobbies that you do on special events. So I go on summer vacations to the lake all the time, or every year, like for 4 days once a year. And I watercolor a lot, and I found out that I really love watercoloring. I just came back yesterday from the vacation, and I realized I really need to start doing that while I'm here because it brings me a lot of joy, and I usually save it for those special times, but sometimes, like, if I really enjoy it, you can just do it at home, do it anytime.
Yeah, and she's right on the activity idea, because that's something that you should always try. Try something new. If it doesn't work out, say la vie.
Try it 3 times. That's my rule. I say try. Okay, that's my thing. That's my thing. Okay, so I know I'm probably gonna hate it the first time. That's why I say try it 3 times. So I tried the what is it? The grilled cheese burrito from Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
Because it was my first time having Taco Bell, and I really, really wanted to try it.
Sucked.
Because you said it sucked.
Yes, I did say
Okay,
it.
well, if you said it sucked, then I probably won't try it again. But I want to try it at least 2 more times because I think the
You
first
didn't
time.
even like it the first time.
I know, that's why I want to try it 2 more
Oh,
times to
okay.
see will
If
I
you really
own
like-
up
like
to
it,
it? Will I be like, oh, this is actually kind of good. I was just being stubborn the first time, and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
the nacho fries are really good though. And the
They were
Baja
cold by the
Blast.
time they came back. You're right.
Baja Blast is good though. We needed
But-
a large.
We did need a large. But those things, pets, connections, activities, are stuff that can actively help you grow from losing hope and finding it all over again. But in that growth and in that journey is the idea of never giving up. And it's very hard to not give up. It's something that a lot of us struggle with. Hell, I'd be hypocritical if I said I haven't been there. I've given up some things when it's gotten hard. I regret it a lot, and my apologies to those people and those things. But the want for hope and to grow after leaving those situations or giving up never really died. I've always wanted hope, and I've never given up on the idea of hope and not shooting a rubber band across the room and never giving up. Because if you were to give up, of course, nothing is going to go the way you wanted, and that desirable outcome will never come into frame. You give up, it's all out the window. I understand giving up and trying again, but it always gets to a point where it could go really bad. But but the hope for it to get better is always a good thing, and it could make that situation 10 times better, and it could make you love it even more. So that's the idea of never giving up on something, especially when it comes to hope. You look jittery. Is there anything you will say?
No, I'm singing a song. Sorry.
No. And in the search for hope, don't go crazy. Just don't go crazy for it. I'm a very crazy person when it comes to sports, and she knows it very well.
We're very polar opposites when it comes to mental drive and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He will work himself working out until he collapses, and then I think I did a good job if I'm breathing hard. If I feel like I'm gonna puke, that's where I stop. So we're very, very different. He'll drive himself until he throws up. So
She is very great at what she does, though. But never go crazy in that search. I could say I've done that. Exactly. I've gone crazy in the search for hope, and at a time where I'm looking for hope right now for a certain situation. Beaten. Huh?
Just keep talking.
Okay. To never go crazy and to just never go crazy in that search. It could drive you insane. It could make you go crazy, and that undesirable outcome that you're already in could be 10 times worse in the search for hope, and you're going a little too far. And I've done it myself. One last point, I think. And then what it takes for you to find hope. In the big grand scheme, you sound upset.
Jonah!
Oh shit.
Eating my chocolate covered strawberries.
What it takes for you to find hope. The active search to find hope is something that you need to do. You look so mad.
I thought Jonah ate all of my true fruit that I brought
Yeah.
yesterday. I got so mad because I was eating it last night and I opened the thing today and I didn't see him and I was like, eh. Those are my favorite things ever. I thought.
But what it takes for you. You actively have to want for that undesirable situation to have a desirable outcome. If you are not actively taking the steps into finding or getting that desirable outcome, it will never happen. If you sit on your ass and you don't do anything, and you don't partake in hobbies, you don't make connections, you don't go buy a $2,000 dog.
Okay, but how do you get
How
the
do you do
hope whenever you're just sitting on your butt? Because
You don't.
it's so hard. What do you mean you don't?
If you're just sitting on your ass doing nothing, then yes, you're not gonna find hope.
No, but how do you find that
How do you
hope
do-
to get up and do something? Because telling them like
Connections,
you're
hope, the
stupid.
connections with people. If Jonah was sitting on his ass all day and he was in a bad mental state, and you knew this, and you
I just. What?
this is a fictional situation.
Oh, sorry.
But if your brother was in a bad situation, you knew about it, and you just let him bed rot all day, no phone, no games, no friends, he's just sitting there. If you let that happen and you don't do anything, of course he's not gonna find hope. If you go in there and say, "Hey Jonah, you want to go?"
Well,
Do
yes,
something.
but what if they're not like in a bad state? What if they just they just can't get up and they're not doing good for themselves, but they don't know that. How do they get hope and then realize that they need to get up and do something with their lives?
Connections, pets, and hobbies. I mean, if you don't realize that your situation is already bad, then maybe there's nothing wrong with that situation at all. But if there is, then through connections, especially with people, and communication, then that person that you have that connection with will tell you, hey, your situation is bad, not only for yourself, but the people around you, and could help you strive for that hope to do better for yourself and others around you.
Yeah.
And
I'm very stubborn when it comes to getting me out of bed.
yeah, I know you are.
How do you get me out?
I pick you up.
force me.
Yes, I force you out of bed. Yes,
But that doesn't stop me from going right back.
I do. I
I
stop
always
you.
go.
I-
No, you don't.
Yes,
you
I
go
do.
in with me.
Or that. Or that. But you have to take the steps. You have to find those. You have to get up and find those hobbies. You have to get up and find that dog on the street. Or you have to find that furry friend, or fish if you're weird.
Or bird. Don't get the nice ones though. Don't get ours.
Skippy.
You know, we thought Skippy died while we were at Lake LBJ.
Are you serious?
Mom was freaking out, but me and Dad were happy. We're like,
But
that gave us hope.
to go find the connections with amazing people.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Can you cut that out?
No, I'm not cutting that.
Please
That's
cut that out.
hilarious.
No, Mom will be mad.
Yes, because mom's gonna see this.
You never know.
But to go make those connections with amazing people, you have to actively want it, get up, go do it. In conclusion, hope is a very beautiful thing, an amazing thing for a lot of people, and you have to want the hope too. You have to get up and make the steps to go do better for yourself. In the end, even it's not just better for other people, it is also for yourself. So, in the end, hope is a very beautiful thing. If you need to reach out to anybody, make sure you're reaching out to the people around you. If there is none, call somebody, text somebody.
Make sure you surround yourself
With good people. With good people, yeah.
People who
Care about you, love
enlighten you
you, yeah.
and bring you up.
Make your life just a little bit better. That's what that one does, just a little bit. But
Just a little bit.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing.
I'm about to buy him Chick-fil-A after this. And he's
Bull.
talking about all that.
Love you to death. But yeah, you gotta work towards it, and something you gotta want. It's a beautiful thing, and beautiful things take time. Don't think it's gonna come in a few months, a few days, a few years. It could take your whole lifetime. But you just gotta try. Try your hardest. Don't ever give up. And we love you.
Stop recording! Stop videoing!
I wonder if it does.
No, it's still recording. That was